Join our Patreon page at patreon.com/comics for fun and profit. Why, you ask? Well, because we are on episode 700 and something, and we've been cranking these out for a decade for you. So, hey, support us. Throw us a shekel or two. A little something, little wet our whistle. A little something to give us a taste. Join our Patreon, patreon.com/comicsfunprofit.
Thank you for listening to Comics for Fun and Profit. This is Skylar Drew with your sneak peek at next week, episode number 730 for comics originally coming out May the 3rd and May the 4th. But before Drew and I get into what's coming up in your local comic book shops this coming Tuesday and Wednesday, what do we have going on in the world of comics, Drew?
Well, we are convalescing, both of us. Both of us are sick again.
Again.
And this time, did I give it to you, maybe? Because you seem...
I think so. I think you really did.
I've had it for 2 or 3 days, and now you're getting it. And before you got it, I didn't get it. I dodged that bullet. But, yeah, it's stuff going around like crazy. I was thinking it was just like allergies because of spring and pollen and stuff, but I don't know. There's some accompanying symptoms that don't usually come with allergies for me anyway. So
there you
go. But yeah, so I've been all about the draft, watching some NFL draft going on. No, not really comics. The last couple of days, our beloved Steelers picked their quarterback of the future, which was pretty interesting. They got
there you go.
Pick quarterback. It was really a lot of trades. Watching. I mean, most people find this incredibly boring, the draft, but it's like a little nugget of football in a wasteland of basketball and hockey. So I like it.
There you go.
I like it. I'm a big fan.
Yeah, it was supposed to be an incredibly boring draft where nothing happened because there was no real quarterback scuttlebutt, but quite a bit actually moved around day one.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. I was just looking at the stupid Patriots. They've been trading up and trading down and stuff. They've accumulated like 10, 11 picks for the draft. Again, I hate them. I hate them so much. Anyway, let's talk comics. I think what we wanted to do this week was kick off with Marvel's previews. That is May for July.
Yep.
So we want to do that.
It says, Marvel Preview number 8, May for July 2022. A little bit of Judgment Day on the front of this one here. And as we scroll down through and see, we actually start with the first item being Avengers 1 Million BC number 1, a Jason Aaron and Kev Walker comic.
Yeah. Because they teased this before, right? This 1 million BC stuff, and I didn't pay much attention to it, so I'm just doing a little bit of that again. I don't know.
The secret origins of Thor revealed. They are the defenders of the dawn of time.
Yeah, I don't really have any interest in this, I don't think.
Good news is it's only a one-shot, Drew, so
okay.
Nothing too crazy.
$5
40
one
pages,
shot.
one shot, $5, yeah.
Yeah, cool.
And if that is not your speed, we have AXE, which is, of course, Avengers, X-Men, Eternals, Judgment Day, number 1 of a 6-issue series. Karen Gillan and Valerio Schiti are writing this one.
Yeah, I don't want to be a Debbie Downer, but I'm also not interested in Judgment Day either. But
you're not interested in the X-Men claiming that they are the planet's new gods. The Eternals know the position is already filled, and the Avengers are about to realize exactly how many secrets their so-called friends have kept from them.
No. You keep going. I'll let you know when I'm interested again, because it might be a while. Right. It looks like it's going to be a while.
Cool. We have more AXE. This is Judgment Day, of course, number 2. So we got the second one coming out. we're going double shipped of this 6-issue series. So it looks like we're going to double ship it and knock it out in 3 months. So if you weren't interested in number 1, I'm guessing number 2 is also not doing anything for you.
No.
Some of the art looks all right, though, but, tend to get a lot of good art. All right, we're still in the Avengers, X-Men, Eternals, Judgment Day thread. This time with Death of the Mutants, number 1. Karen Gillan still writing this one. Guy Villanova on art. Nice little Esad Ribbit cover. Still nothing.
Nope.
All right. And we're into ongoing. Immortals X-Men number 5. More Karen Gillan.
Yep.
I do like that Arthur Adams variant cover on that, but that's about it. And we finally have a non-Karen Gillan item. We are into Jerry Duggan writing X-Men 13. We got X-Force 30 from Ben Percy. Al Ewing with X-Men Red number 5.
Nope. No FORTNITE. Don't care about that.
We talked last month about FORTNITE Cross Marvel Zero War number 2.
Now,
okay, so you think FORTNITE, you think it's kind of a nice little kiddish thing.
yeah.
And then when you think covers, who is like the most hardcore, crazy, violent covers? That would be this Bjorn Barons that had been doing all the Spawn stuff.
Yeah.
Well, he has a FORTNITE cover coming up, so I'm curious what that one's going to look like.
Oh, that is going to be interesting. Yeah.
Peach Momoko getting yet another. I think this is the 3rd or 4th of her Demon War series that she's gotten. They just keep greenlighting them. She's doing writing and art and covers on these.
Yeah.
So she's doing
good for her
writing the Eternals. She's doing cover A, cover B. Very nice.
Now, page 13. Digitally, I don't know what page it is actually in the thing, but Shang-Chi and the Ten Rings. I was smitten.
Yeah.
I was smitten with this Art Germ Lau cover for Shang-Chi and the Ten Rings number 1. It's a Gene
Cool.
Yang book. Marcus Toe doing art, but the Art Germ Lau, Stanley Art Germ Lau cover is amazing. I love it. And I hope it's independently orderable and not a high ratio. But it looks really, really great. It's a new Shang-Chi. I've given Shang-Chi tries before and never caught on, but I want to try this one again just because of this cover.
I liked the movie.
Yeah, I did too.
There you go. Captain America, Symbol of Truth. Captain America, Sentinel of Liberty as well on issue 2. Spider-Man 7 by Zeb Wells.
Yeah, and it seems like Pat Gleason is just carving out a niche for himself as the variant cover guy for Spider-Man. Now he's doing these design variants. He was doing the webhead variants for a while.
Yep.
So that's a little niche he's carved out for himself. Good for him.
Yeah. Guess what, Drew? Norman Osborn is back in Spider-Man, so there we go. I have been watching through a lot of the old Spider-Man movies with my children because they all want to watch No Way Home, and I told them we will only do that if we watch through the Tobey series.
Oh, come on.
Through the Garfield series.
They can't,
and through the Tom Holland series.
they can't just watch.
So it made it
No
through
Way
Tobey. No, absolutely not. So we have made it through Tobey. We have made it almost through the first Amazing. We got about 30 minutes left. I like to stop at really intricate, crucial points and say, "Oh, we'll pick it back up tomorrow, guys." So I've been doing quite a bit of Spider-Man in that regard, but unfortunately not reading this book here.
Are they all on Disney Plus?
No, I just happen to have them all.
Okay. Very cool.
Of course, Amazing Spider-Man double shipped 7 and 8 coming out this month. Defenders Beyond number 2. Again, they launched quite a few things last month that we're just continuing with. Same thing with Daredevil number 2. Genis Vell, Captain Marvel number 2. Defenders Beyond number 2. Jane Foster and the Mighty Thor number 2. Iron Cat number 2. We get Miss Marvel and Wolverine number 1.
What a team up.
Yeah, that's not one I thought I would ever see.
No.
But we do get Moon Knight in this book, Drew.
Is that him in the back there?
Yep. And when a mysterious threat lands in New York City, Miss Marvel takes matters into her own embiggened hands. But with Krakoa security/tech compromised, you can bet Wolverine and the X-Men won't be far behind. The best there is at what he does teams up with one of Marvel Universe's most lauded heroes in an oversized action-packed adventure for the ages. Be here for the start of the new saga and follow through August and September as Moon Knight and Venom join Kamala Khan for the superhero spectacle of the summer. So are we getting Miss Marvel and Wolverine, and then Miss Marvel and Moon Knight, and then Miss Marvel and Venom?
Oh.
Is that how we're going to do this?
Okay. Well, that's interesting.
Because this is a one-shot, so I'm guessing at some point Moon Knight will pop along and be the tag-along.
Okay. Yeah, that'll be fun. Now I'm really excited about it.
There you go. So you'll do number 1, or you'll do the Wolverine just to know what's going on when they do the Moon Knight?
It depends on the week. If it's a hefty Marvel week, or a hefty week of other comics, then maybe not. It'd have to be a slow week for me to read this. Just to, I'll read the Moon Knight version, for whether I'm lost or not.
There you go.
You know, but that's cool.
Continuing the number 2 trend, yeah. Ant-Man number 2, Al Ewing's take on that. Wild Cards, the drawing of cards number 2, the Paul Cornell book. And here we have more Spider-Man 29 Exodus Omega number 1, Steve Orlando writing this one. The 30th anniversary of 2099 reaches an explosive conclusion. So we are draining 2099 for all he's worth as we're leading up to him being a pretty pivotal character in the next animated movie that comes out, Spider-Verse movie. Marauders 5, Exterminators number 1, Leah Williams and Carlos Gomez. Enter the Grindhouse of X. Jubilee and Boom Boom and Dazzler, Drew. Is that the it looks like we also have someone else. Who else do we have here? I see female Wolverine on there, but they don't talk about her, so who knows? We'll see.
Yeah.
Knights of X number 4, Legion of X number 4, Gambit number 3, X-Men 92 number 4. That Patch series, are you still reading that Wolverine Patch?
No, I dropped it after 2.
There you go. Well, the 5th issue's coming out as it winds down. You always have Wolverine 23 Legends. A lot of books coming out, but nothing. The Variants, Gail Simone book, a really cool cover on that one. Jessica Jones and Daredevil making out on the front of that one. That's pretty rad. We continue the Mech Strike with that Christos Gage book here, number 2 on that one.
I do like that Variants cover. That's right. We were talking about that last month with Jessica Jones. Yeah, that's why. I was digging that last month. I'm like, ooh, I'm drawn to it again on the second issue, so more of that.
So 2 for 2 as far as intriguing.
Yes, for sure.
Jason Aaron with Avengers 58 and Avengers Forever number 8. Fists of Unworthy Thor. That sounds pretty rad, actually, on Avengers Forever 8. Oh, let's see. New Fantastic Four. 3 of that 5-issue series there. I can't do the Punisher. I'm sorry. He looks stupid, and the symbol looks stupid. So I just hate everything about that. I mean, he looks derpy. He's got swords, and then he's got the stupid wannabe Mandalorian symbol in the front, and I just hate everything about it. Am I wrong? Am I
no, that's a terrible cover. That's a terrible cover. I agree with you.
Yeah.
I don't hate the new logo.
Donny Cates. Go ahead. Oh, you
No,
do? I think it's so stupid.
Yeah, I don't hate it. But I can understand being a purist.
There you go. Hulk number 9. Donny Cates, of course, writing this with Ryan Otley art. We start a new Hulk with not Planet Hulk, but Hulk Planet. So
Way to
we
mix
will
it up.
see what we do with that. Yeah. Everything is new again. Captain Carter number 5 coming to an end. Shout out to our boy Wolf Warner. We get Avengers and Moon Girl number 1.
Ah, cool.
Well, Harley, Michigo writing, Diogenes Neves on art. We got connecting variants. We got other variants. Even with a team up with Miles Morales to scout Brooklyn for her missing T-Rex, Moon Girl is still missing her devil dinosaur. And now she has a wonky DD clone to try and stabilize for fear of explosive repercussions. But the Avengers have found some rogue dinosaur activity and need her to come with them right away to fix it. From Wakanda to the moon.
You know, I kind of like the idea of let's just try some funky stuff as a one-shot. Throw it out there. Give fans of one of those characters, a little fan service. Get them a comic, get a comic in their hands. Maybe it'll sell well, maybe it won't. But we've only got one comic invested in it. Yeah, I like that idea. So, yeah, do more of that stuff.
Yep, and they're not scalping. It's just a $4 buck. So
yeah.
Let's go. Moon Knight 13, Jed McKay. We'll talk to a couple people that actually dropped this already and are not getting what they want from Moon Knight from this series. What's your thoughts?
Well, I like it. I think it's good. I'm glad we got him out of therapy. Keep him, and he's kind of doing some stuff now. I'm enjoying a lot more that he's not on the couch. So, but it's a little slow. It's slowing down, and
there you go.
I can understand why people are like that, because the show is an acquired taste as well. So not everybody's loving it.
I'm caught up on the show, and I actually really enjoyed the last issue of the show. Their last episode.
Oh
episode 5 was super good.
That was great. I loved it.
Yeah. And it, took me back to the prior Jed McKay series, so that was awesome.
And I'm really appreciating Oscar Isaac.
Was it the small? That was the Smallwood series, was it?
Maybe, or Lemire. They blend together. But I really appreciate Oscar Isaac's portrayal and acting ability, and the fact that the different personalities and how many people he's playing, and like in Reflections, and it's just really, really good. He's doing a really fantastic job.
No doubt.
And it took me a little bit off guard at first, but I really enjoy it. Only got one more left. I don't know how they're gonna.
Only one more left.
Back
to the Moon Knight series here. 2 really good covers on this one as well.
Yes.
So that's awesome. EM Gist, or Gist, if you will, on the variant cover.
Yeah.
Donny Cates Thor. We got Thor 27 here. Not to be confused with what we had prior, which is Avengers Forever, which we have Thor leading, but not a different Thor book. So, just FYI. Venom. Al Ewing Venom 10 here. We got a couple 3 Venoms on the cover there, so that's pretty cool. Spider-Punk with its penultimate cover. Really neat little Taran Clark cover where we're putting Spider-Punk in ultra-modern suits, but then giving him a guitar and a mohawk and still calling him Punk.
Okay.
So,
all right.
Interesting.
Which one is the Taran Clark? Oh, that's that one down there.
Yeah, the postage one.
The Okazaki is pretty good. I kind of like that. That's not
very
bad.
much so.
Yeah.
Spider-Gwen and the Gwenverse, the last one of that Tim Seeley series, 5 of 5 there. Carnage number 5, Venom Lethal Protector number 5, Miles Morales 40, What If Miles Morales number 5, and this one brings them all together. So we have Miles Thor, Miles Hulk, Miles Cap, Miles Wolverine, and all the other ones all in one. So that's pretty rad.
Yeah.
Fantastic Four with Dan Slott, Savage Avengers 3.
I hope that's good. I really do. I hope it's not. I hope he does a good job with it, because I'd like to see him get more work.
There you go. Boy, that is a heck of a cover on Ghost Rider 6. That is worth the price of admission alone. Cover by K.O. New, and that is so good with that Wolverine cover.
Where are we at? I missed it.
I am on page 48, digital 50.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, I assume that's the K.O. New, but that may be the Bjorn Barons. I don't know. Either way, phenomenal cover.
Very nice. Predator gets his own series. We think so much of it, we put it on page 50.
Yeah,
but it's
a
Ed
new
Brisson.
launch, and you don't get it until 50 in.
He's my boy. Ed Brisson is my boy. We get a Raza cover. Tons of covers, actually.
Ryan Brown, Inhyuk Lee, Peach Momoko, Ron Lib, Philip Taylor, Scotty Young. We had a camouflage cover. Camouflage variant cover. Yeah, so we got all kinds of stuff to launch Predator, but we're not going to talk about it. This seems like something you could have led with, because in all reality, this is the most exciting of the number ones they've done this month.
Unless you're an X person. I mean, if you like X-Men, then you're up there with the Axe and all that stuff. You're enjoying all that.
Yes. Yeah. So $5, 40 pages, parental advisory. Pretty cool.
That's just the first issue. It's not a one shot, right? Yep.
Nope, that is a continuing series.
Well, I mean, I don't normally like this stuff, but I really like Ed Brisson, so I'll give it a shot.
There we go. Maybe it'll turn into a crime noir before it's all said and done.
One can only hope.
Star Wars Obi-Wan Kenobi 3 of 5. Of course, we have General Kenobi on the front here with the clone troopers. So you can't beat that. The Battle of Abrion Bridge. So can't wait to see that of that 5-issue series. Issue number 3. I really want to see that Giuseppe Camuncoli variant, hopefully.
Yeah, and Star Wars Mandalorian number 2 looks great. Rodney Martin's doing that. I'm kind of psyched about this. I hope they do this justice. I hope it's a good series. Trying to think what Rodney Martin.
I hope it's new stories. I hope they're not just rehashing stories. Please be something new. Because here, the battle with the Mudhorn. We've already seen the battle with the Mudhorn. So
yeah. Is he going to battle it out with the Jawas, or is he in an alliance? Is there an alliance in the cards? Well, there was an alliance in the cards in the show, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah. Star Wars 26, Vader 25. Vader 25's lost quite a bit. I mean, it had some really cool stuff with this Padme handmaiden stuff. I got bored with it a couple issues ago and I've just stopped.
Oh, wow. Well, I mean, I'm proud of you for reading that much.
Yeah.
There was too much. There was too much Star Wars. I couldn't keep up. But I'm committed to Mandalorian.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, because like I hated War of the Bounty Hunters, and it bucked me off. The regular Star Wars title, I just could completely keep up on. But I had always had Vader, and even that one, I'm just like, I'm gonna take a pause because nothing's really happening that I care about at the moment.
Yeah, that's too bad.
Yep. Bounty Hunters versus the Knights of Red in Star Wars Bounty Hunters 25, and Dr. Aphra 23 continues on its thing, and then we are into collected editions.
Yeah, well, look for some Neil Adams collected editions to come out next time for DC and whatever he did for Marvel. I know he did some great Green Arrow stuff and Batman stuff, but yeah, you let us know today, Kyle, that Neil Adams passed. 80.
Yep, Neil Adams passed at the age of 80. Yep.
Yeah, I met him.
So
we
were focused on the failing George Perez and here Neil Adams.
Yeah, it is. It's kind of a bummer. All these great creators are going to be gone, and are we in better hands with this new crop or not? I don't know.
Yeah, do yourselves a favor. There's a couple different podcasts that Kevin Smith did interviewing Neil Adams about kind of Neil Adams' work in the quest to get comic book artists and writers paid, and a little bit less of the independent contractor, give them a little bit more rights to their original arts and things like that, and kind of how the industry changed. Neil Adams was very, very pivotal in getting, a little bit more of artists and creators what they deserved within the comic book industry. I found those very fascinating. So do yourselves a favor and find those interviews and just kind of celebrate what Neil Adams did, not only in his art, but for the industry and for our comic book creators as a whole.
Yeah, and if you ever had the pleasure of being at a con where he was there, he always had a massive couple of booths that he would be usually on an end cap, and his booths were like very impressive, and he had like a staff that ran them, and he was there like every day, all day, and signing and stuff, and it was always cool to see him at a con. He went all in.
Yeah, very much into the business of comics.
Yeah.
But that takes us to the end. A few collected editions, a few other things, and a few check marks and everything else. But that's it. Again, we got so many number ones last month for Marvel that a lot of this was just number twos and continuations, but a few new things popping up there.
Yep, exactly. And that leads us into the cover price top 10.
Yeah,
Kyle, I'm going to step away for a second and get a tissue because my nose is full. I'll be right back. You continue with this and I'll catch up.
Excellent. So as Drew steps away, we start with our cover price top 10 as we analyze the secondary market. And number 10 is a very intriguing one. The Secret History of the War on Weed, number 1. We have the Bored Ape Yacht Club Bay Sea cover, limited to 500. This is kind of a, we're getting the world of NFTs and things crossing with the world of comics even more in regards to this cover. Of course, Bored Ape being some of the most prolific NFTs that hit the market a while back and shot up. So these are capped at 500 here. We saw 11 moving on the secondary market with high sales of $210 for raw copies. So we will see what happened. These were originally $50 and they now sell for quite a bit on some things as well. So very curious to see what happens with those. And, Bored Ape in the NFT market and then giving itself and lending to a limited cover. A very cool crossover that I very much like. Can't wait to see what the highs in the crossover is for that.
I was curious about what that was all about. I wasn't...
Yeah, Bored Ape was one of the NFTs that hit pretty good. So...
Interesting.
At rank 9, we have Catwoman 42 with another Sozo Miyake 1 in 25. We talked about this as these have all done well from Catwoman 39. 40 did well, 41 and 42 have all done pretty darn well with all these Sozo Miyake covers. I assume we're hitting the apex where they will stop hitting so hard, but so far so good on them. The art's been great. I don't look for that to go down, but I look for us to just start ordering enough to flood the market. So, all right, now is where we get into Thor. So at rank 8, Hawkeye versus Deadpool 0 issue. This has, of course, our first appearance of Jane Foster Thor and Spider-Gwen in costume form in the Halloween scene. They're worn by trick-or-treaters, but we get them first here. Even though these aren't character appearance, these are the first costume appearances. So this is the first time you see this stuff. So it still holds some weight, and I like that. I think that's awesome. So 27 copies moving on the secondary market. CGC 9.8 is going for $229. I have this whole series. I actually thought it was quite good.
I am rolling my eyes.
So I can't.
I'm rolling my eyes.
Okay.
You can't see, but I am rolling my eyes at this trick or treat.
So now, Drew, we have first cover appearance. We have first appearance as a character. We have cameo appearances, and now we have costume appearances, Drew. And I know that really just gets you going.
Yeah.
At rank 7, we have Thor, God of Thunder, number 2. This is, of course, Gore the God Butcher's first appearance. And, of course, Christian Bale will be playing that character in the upcoming Thor Love and Thunder. CGC 9.8's hitting over $500, so cannot beat that. At rank 6, Thor, God of Thunder number 25. Jane Foster makes her first cameo appearance as the God of Thunder Thor in the final issue of this Jason Aaron run. Only 115 graded CGC 9.8s out there out of the 245 total graded CGC Census books. So that's pretty cool. 27 copies, high sale at $255 for CGC 9.8. Thor God of Thunder 3, which I didn't think anything. Well, okay, no key first appearances. I didn't think so. While there is a key scene that was ripped directly from the comics to grace the silver screen, the reference scene is the death of Falagar the Behemoth. So there's that. Additionally, many eBay listings are citing this book as the second appearance of Gore, which is incorrect. That's actually God of Thunder 4. But still, 19 copies. CGC 9.8's $125. We have Thor 8.
Is in the trailer.
Correct.
Gotcha.
We know we're getting that. Thor number 8. This is a clear contender for the top 10 list. It's the first time Jane Foster Thor was revealed to be the new Thor. It is, and it also is revealed that she is ill and suffering from breast cancer. And it was recently revealed that Jane Foster Thor will follow this storyline. 32 copies. CGC 9.8's $145. Thor number 2. Did we say Jane Foster dominated the top 10? Here's the first full appearance of Jane Foster as Thor. Even though we see Jane Foster Thor on the cover of one, she only appears in the final page as a cameo. Her second appearance after God of Thunder 25, her first full appearances in this second issue. 45 copies, CGC 9.8, 215. From 1978, we have What If number 10. This is an interesting entry into the long life of the Jane Foster story. Although some may debate that this book is the first appearance of Jane Foster Thor, many disagree, much like Exiles 3 and Captain Carter number 1 debate. What If number 10 debuts a different version of Jane Foster's Thor? The character in question goes by the name Thordis. 35 years later, Jane would once again pick up Mjolnir and become Thor in the mainstream Marvel Universe in Thor number 1. One thing is for certain, finding this book over Thor number 1 is a much harder hunt. CGC currently has 155 copies of this book at 9.8 compared to Thor number 1's 2,703 copies. Tracked 49 copies, moving on the secondary market. $2,000 for a CGC 9.8.
Wow.
And, of course, the number 1 book, Thor number 1, with her on the cover of that book. It's trending. It's big. It will continue to be big until Thor Love and Thunder come out. 91 copies tracked. CGC 9.8 is going for $395. And Rawls, over $100.
That's crazy. Thor. Let's see. I rank 11.
For a book that when it came out we said would be too many copies and wasn't worth collecting. I think at one point we said that.
I think we did say that. Yes, we were wrong. Rank 11. We have Bloodstone number 1 from 2001. Loose rumors from Comic Circus propelled this book onto our runner-up list. Specifically, it mentioned that actress Laura Donnelly will be playing the titular character of Elsa Bloodstone in the upcoming Werewolf by Night Halloween special due later this year. Fans are eager for more of the supernatural from Marvel, with Elsa having connections to Werewolf by Night, the Midnight Suns, Dracula, Cthulhu, and a plethora of other monsters. Fans are grabbing this book up to secure her first appearance before she allegedly graces the screen. This sold just 15 copies with a high sale of $925 for a CGC 9.8. Rank 12, we have Journey into Mystery, the annual number 1 from 1965. This is fans were treated with a glimpse of Olympus and the backside of Zeus, played by Russell Crowe in the recent trailer for Thor: Love and Thunder. In a blink, and you'll miss it, statues of other Greek gods were also visible, setting off speculation on exactly who we may see in the upcoming film. With this book being the first appearance of Olympus, Zeus, and Hercules, fans figure Hercules may be the lucky winner who was not depicted so far. With past titanic battles between Thor and Hercules in comics, this book is seeing an uptick as buyers hope this will translate to the larger MCU. We tracked 11 copies sold at a 7-day trend, with a high sale of $2,600 for a CGC 8.0. Journey into Mystery Annual number 1. Very cool. Rank 13, Batman Beyond, the White Knight number 1, with the new Robin, continues to sell. 42 copies sold with a high sale of $20. At rank 14, we have Moon Knight's first issue from 1980. $880 for a CGC 9.8 selling. At rank 15, Spawn number 9 with his Angela's first appearance. Made this thing move 38 copies and a high sale of $195 for a CGC 9.8. At rank 16, we have Amazing Spider-Man 93, a webhead Patrick Gleason variant. $21 for a raw on this one. Rank 17 is Ultimate Fallout number 4, which is Miles Morales' first appearance. Up to $3,350 for a CGC 9.8. So that's fantastic. Rank 18, we have at rank 18 we have Young Avengers number 1 from 2005. One of our favorites. This sold 12 additional copies and had a high sale of $840 for a CGC 9.8 because this for his first appearances of Kate Bishop, Eli Bradley, and Billy Kaplan, with speculation the race that first appeared in this issue. At rank 19, Death of Doctor Strange, Bloodstone number 1 from 2022, Lyra Bloodstone, the elder sister of Elsa Bloodstone, makes her first appearance in this book, selling 20 copies with a high sale of $120 for a CGC 98. That's a pre-sale because it's not back yet from CGC. Raw is selling around $12. And finishing it out at rank 20 is the Fiona Staples 1 in 25 Thor #1 from 2014. I forgot about this one. But yeah, it sold 14 copies and a high sale of $400 for a CGC 98. So, awesome. Very cool.
Support for Comics for Fun and Profit is brought to you by Manscaped, the best in men's below-the-waist grooming. Manscaped offers precision-engineered tools for your family jewels. Manscaped's Performance Package is the ultimate in men's hygiene. Join over 4 million men worldwide who trust Manscaped with this exclusive offer, 20% off and free worldwide shipping with the code C4FAP at manscaped.com. I've been with Manscaped since the 1.0, and now we're on the Lawnmower 4.0. This trimmer is the future of grooming, and I dare say the greatest trimmer ever. The 4th generation trimmer features a cutting-edge ceramic blade to reduce grooming accidents thanks to their advanced skin-safe technology. The Lawnmower 4.0 is waterproofed and also has an LED spotlight for more precision shaving. Get 20% off and free shipping with the code C4FAP at manscaped.com. That's 20% off and free shipping at manscaped.com when you use the code C4FAP. That's the letter C, the number 4, FAP at manscaped.com. Unlock your confidence and always use the right tools for the job with Manscaped.
Now it's time for us to take a look at the FOC. And see what's going on.
Yeah, of course, the FOC is our final order cutoff. It's our last opportunity to add a few things to what we want to get in our orders. Not have to chase things on the secondary market. Maybe we see a little bit of art or something fun from it and get a react to that. So we, of course, want to dive through it and see what we can find. We get a nice little list from our good friends at Cowabunga Comics saying what's available and when we have to order those things. So let's start at the top with some of our DC items.
Did we get
move things from screen to screen?
We did get the FOC from Eric, didn't we?
Yep, just came through not too long ago. Batman Fortress #1. That is the Gary Whitta written. Can the Dark Knight stop an invasion on Earth? We also have the DC Pride one-shot as well. This is their fan favorite characters, where they just kind of create those one-shots with a bunch of different characters. That one.
What is Batman
DC
Fortress
versus
now?
the Gary Whitta wrote that an 8-issue series for that. Can the Dark Knight stop an invasion of Earth? So I don't really know exactly what's going on.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't remember that one.
I like Gary Whitta, so we shall see.
What do I know him from?
He wrote Rogue One.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
And he's had a few comic books that have been kind of cool. He did that reinterpretation of Peter Pan that we got.
Oh, yeah, okay.
From Image not too long ago as well.
DC versus Vampire Hunters #1. It looks pretty sweet.
Deathstroke Incorporated #9. Derrick Chew doing a phenomenal cover on that one.
I normally wouldn't care about this, but it is tied into that Shadow War series. So, and I'm already reading the other pieces in Robin and where's the other one in? Nightwing? Shadow War Nightwing?
Yeah, that sounds right.
No, I think it's in
Robin, yeah.
Anyway, it's like it's crossing over like 3 different series. So, and I read 2 of the 3 series, so I got to read Deathstroke now.
Yeah, make sure you check out that Derrick Chew.
I'm looking at it. It's pretty sweet. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh yeah, looks
Of
pretty
course,
nice.
Derek Chu having also in cover B for Harley Quinn 15. But I like his Deathstroke better.
Oh yeah, that's pretty awesome. That Harley Quinn, holy moly!
Yeah, the boxer.
I haven't heard anybody telling me if I've been missing out on this Task Force Z when I dropped it back on like issue 4 or 3. So I don't know if anybody's really enjoying it and I'm missing out, or but I haven't really seen any scuttlebutt about it. Let's look over an image, see what they have in the FOCs. And let's not forget Saga.
A lot of different items.
Since we missed the last issue, forgot to order our last issue. Let's make sure we throw this one on there this time. That's on me.
Saga 59. The old fish cover.
Unnatural's back with a new series called Blue Blood.
The 30th Ice Cream Man. I really like that cover. The mice in the maze cover, if you will.
Yeah, it's pretty great. The last issue, 29th issue, I just read it. And it was basically like this guy dies, and it's about this guy's will and his life and mortality and deep stuff, dude. Deep stuff. I was like,
so not just
wow.
a generic spooky book.
No, man. It was like I'm gonna put some of this stuff in my will and testament. It's good stuff. Who's gonna know? Who's gonna know I stole it from a comic?
I would. I'm telling everybody it was plagiarized.
He plagiarized this from Ice Cream Man 29.
Bloodstained Teeth #2.
Still haven't read the first.
That seems like it's going to be a pretty good book.
Raid gets his hardcover. I haven't got the final issue yet, I don't believe. The last issue was pretty darn good. And Newburn gets #7. Excited to read that. That'll be fantastic. Stillwater 13. I'm excited about that. Good stuff all through there. Lots of good stuff from Image this week.
Yeah.
And then as I look at Dark Horse, there's Pearl. Pearl coming back for it looks like her third volume. So that's kind of interesting. I don't know. I'm not sure that I read both volumes. I'm gonna have to. Maybe it'll be very accessible because I do want to check this out because I enjoyed at least the one I read, the one that I remember reading. I enjoyed. And we have Demons finishes up. That's the Greg Capullo, Scott Snyder book that they're doing for Dark Horse.
Yep, so the third and final issue of that.
Nothing in IDW, probably.
Just the ongoing TMNT stuff. 10 issue incentive is not a bad looking issue. I like that.
Let's see, Marvel might have some stuff down here. This is Fortnite.
Here's
Marvel Zero War.
Yep. Your boy Sienkiewicz doing a cover for that as well.
Yeah. He's a big gamer, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah. Of course, the big issue with those, get the codes. The codes.
Kind of a low output from Marvel this week, it seems like. Or maybe
Yeah, not a ton, actually.
a lot of stuff there that I'm interested in.
Anything in boom? Not really. Looking at the back half, some of the back half FOC stuff. Nothing's jumping out at me yet. Bill and Ted roll dice. What's going on there? That's like a role playing with Bill and Ted. That's kind of interesting.
The crossover you didn't know you needed.
Yeah, exactly.
Good boy getting a volume 2 from Source Point.
Very nice. Well deserved.
Yeah. And I think that is it, Drew.
Well, that puts me in a
Anything
bit of a
jump out
crunch.
that you gotta have?
Not really. I'm struggling a little bit. What was that Derrick Chew that I liked? Well, that was Harley Quinn. I can't pick another Harley Quinn. Can I pick another Harley Quinn? You got yours locked and loaded already, bro?
Nope, not in the least.
Alright. Well, I'm going to take... I think I might have to take that, or maybe I'll take Pearl's not going to do anything.
Yeah.
I didn't see anything in Marvel that stuck out. Let me take it.
I'm just going to take Fortnite Marvel Zero War 1 and see if it hits as hard as the DC Fortnite book did.
Oh, is this the first time that they're sticking their toe in that?
Yep. First time.
Okay, yeah, it might be even more sought after then. Yeah, you might have hit on something there. And I guess I'm going to go with the Derrick Chew Harley Quinn. Cover B.
Even though it's the second best Derrick Chew cover.
Yeah. I think it'd be more collectible than a Deathstroke cover. But
Yep,
I could be wrong. Now let's slide on over and take a look at the Hot 10 from our friends at CBSI.
Yeah, of course, our good friends at Comic Book Invest put out their Hot 10 for what their books are moving on the secondary market. And let's start with their number 1 book, Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man number 6. Cover price up to $75 and more. You know that gift with Nathan Fillion where he is trying to say words but can't? That's me thinking of this one. Bad Buddy, movie, Sony, wrestler. Okay, that's how we're going to play it.
Why is this one hot? He didn't really say.
Yeah, it's the first appearance of some wrestler that they're trying to do some sort of spin-off with, I think.
Okay.
So, El Muerto. It's the first appearance of El Muerto.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah. So, we shall see. At rank 2, we have, of course, The Secret History of the World. Read number 1, the Bored Ape variant, limited to 500. Replacing the incentive that was on the list last week. This one makes more sense to me compared to the number 1 that we have already, but already above $350. That's crazy. At rank 3, we have Captain Carter #1, the 1 in 25 variant, $250 to $300 raw, and a 9.8, which is out super fast. Sold for $550. That's crazy. What books are
You
down
really liked
overall?
this,
There
didn't
are
ya?
books like this that's no.
I thought you
I
liked that.
like. No, nope, not me. Sprung
Okay.
out of nowhere. Those good for those that bought it cheap. At rank 4, we have the Exiles #3 from 2018. The Saladin Ahmed book was about a $50-$60 book last week and is now $100. Not really expecting a lot of screen time for Peggy in DS2, whatever that is, but she's there, so I guess we will see. At rank 5, we have Spider-Gwen, Gwenverse #1, the Taryn Clark Pro Comics variant. That's a really good looking variant. Of course, it's the Tim Seeley book. Sales are kind of all over the place, but it's definitely over $100. It's a very cool looking cover. Be looking at any harder to find Spider-Gwen variants and just buy them up.
What's a Comics Pro variant?
Who
Who gets those?
I don't know.
Stores?
Yeah, I'm not sure on that one.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if that's a specific store or what.
Interesting.
Yeah. Comics Pro is a trade association for comic book retailers.
Oh, so it's like an imprint, like their own variant cover.
Yeah.
I gotcha.
I think so. Daredevil #1 from 2019, the Scotty Young variant. $50 for raw and a CGC 9.8 going for $175. This was about a $20 to $30 book at one point. Yet another Scotty Young book that is getting tougher to come by, and the secondary market prices are going up. That's pretty cool. I love Scotty Young.
Oh, cool that people are trying to track down old stuff of his. That's cool.
I completely agree. I think that's awesome. At rank 7, Spawn #9. 9.8s had been about $150. This week they're up 25% to almost $200. People are still buying into the Angela thing and hoping she shows up in the MCU. At rank 8, we have all of the Neil Adams signature series. Yes, there have been a ton of sales today for the signature series books. We're just highlighting it here as a tribute to Mr. Adams and what he has meant to the comic book world. Thank you, Neil Adams. So, a lot of movement on a lot of signature series books for his online as well. Get them while you can. Sell them if you want to. All that fun stuff. At rank 9, Something is Killing the Children #23, the Jenny Frison 1 per store variant, $30 to $40. Month after month, these 1 per store variants sell like crazy. Not sure exactly why, as I would think spending that same amount on the 1 in 50 is probably a better investment, but to each their own. At rank 10, we have Incredible Hercules 120, the Greg Pak, Fred Van Lente written series. Dozens have sold. This spec is so terrible. Not even going to get into it. Just Google if you want to. It's over $10. And our honorable mentions, we've. Go ahead.
This one per store variant. Something is Killing the Children. So we think that's makes it around 22,000, 2,500 copies.
Yeah.
And so a 1 in 50 would be a lot lower than that. Most likely.
Yeah, I'd say the amount of stores ordering 50 is even lower than that.
Yeah. Okay. I got you.
And honorable mention, we have First Woman, NASA's Promise for Humanity #1, a New York Comic Con giveaway book. $40 to $50. Not really sure how many of these they produce, but it's kind of an interesting book to have, and that's pretty nice. And the other honorable mention, Dynamic Comics #11. Love how the bad guy in the left test tube is still trying to bash the blonde, even though he's about to be taken out. CGC 2.5 sold for $9,000 this week. So that's pretty cool.
Overstreet price guide listed 2.0 worth about $300. So supply and demand, bro. 10
So
10
yet
center,
even more reason never to listen to Overstreet.
yeah, unless you're buying, I guess.
In and out.
Use it to buy, not to sell.
All right, Drew, it's time for our sneak peek to look at the stuff coming out this coming Tuesday and Wednesday and see what we need to get ourselves into. Let's head on over to Lunar Distributions and see what's coming out on the 3rd. We get a second printing of Batman Beyond the White Knight #1, so that is really cool. Because that book has spiked. We get a completely different cover on that as well, so definitely worth picking that up. If you missed out on the first cover A, I should say.
Well, this is the week of free comic book day books too, right?
Oh my, yeah.
Yeah, so that'll be the Super Pets and Dark Crisis and Galaxy the Prettiest Star. What else? The Dark Crisis. Yeah, Dark Crisis. Free comic book day.
Very cool
Nubia
cover
Coronation.
on Nubia. Yeah, I like that Joshua Sway-Swaby cover.
We were excited about Quest Aside during the FOC period.
Yeah, it seems kind of neat.
And it's Cat Stags cover B, World of Krypton, #6 cover. I like it. I don't know, I like it a lot.
Yeah, it's very interesting.
It's well composed. Let's take a look at what Image has.
Yeah.
Release-wise. Deadly Class, #52. I'm excited about this.
Cover B is really cool. Twig #1. We talked a lot about Twig. Scotty Young written, Kyle Straub on art. The ash can took fire like crazy, so I'm looking for good things from the book. 5-issue series. So I liked some good Scotty Young stuff. I loved Middle West, and I enjoyed I Hate Fairyland, so let's keep going.
Is Twig just now coming out?
Yeah, we added in the FOC, and then we had it in like the, we talked about the ash can for the longest time, but now we're finally getting there.
That's right. And I'm excited about Manifest Destiny. That's got to be getting close to the end. I think, what was it? We decided it was 48 was the end.
Yeah.
And then Metal Society. It'll look pretty good too. That launches. That's a Zach Kaplan book that I was interested in. But yeah, Twig might do something really well because there was a lot of heat on that ash can. Does that suck the life out of the speckability of this first issue?
Sure does.
No, yeah.
Death Real Elite IDW. Neat looking cover A for TMNT. Don't get Eastman yet, and if I remember correctly, I liked the 1 in 10 as well.
Yeah. Carnage.
Another good cover by Sway on Black Panther Legends 4.
Oh, nice. Spider-Man 2099 Exodus Alpha. Jesus. That's a stupid title. It's a stupid long title. Unnecessarily confusing and long. But there's the first Star Wars Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Yeah, I can't beat that.
Think there's anything there that will do?
They'll do anything fun with that? Who's the writer?
From the look of what they're doing to Mandalorian, I think they're just kind of rehashing old stories.
Yeah.
But maybe they'll throw a new one in there, because like I said, we looked at issue 3 that was coming out or whatever, and it's just it's a tale from his General Kenobi days. So we shall see, because this is him just writing in his old journals about old stories, and we just pull them off. So, you know, the Specker in me says buy them all because something will happen.
Yeah. I don't know if Cantwell's got that ability.
Yeah, Peach Momoko doing a cover as well that I like.
Nothing in Dynamite. Boom gives us a new Dude book. Boom has Dude. Can't even tell with my congestion. You can't even tell the difference when I'm saying Boom and Dude. They sound exactly alike.
One said Future 25, continuing to look really cool. Get the FOC exclusive reveal cover. That's pretty rad.
78 Miles Per Hour, #1, a Red 5 comics book by Mauro Mantella. Earth is no longer what it used to be. An environmental catastrophe transformed the atmosphere into a large magnifying glass that enhances solar radiation. I've seen that. Excuse me. My God.
Archer and Armstrong forever getting another Archer and Armstrong. So if you like Archer and Armstrong from Valiant, this looks like a really neat issue or series coming out. Steve Fox, Marcio Fiorito, and Bernard Chang on the covers.
I'm going to chug some NyQuil. I know that. See. Anything else?
Slogging through some different meta. Let's see what we... One Night in Prague, #1 from Keen Spotting, tag Galusha, written and drawn cover. It's a very interesting fantasy adventure there. Stop it.
I know, it's out of control.
Cutaway Comics, Drew. Do you know anything about Cutaway Comics?
I do not.
Paradise Towers, Paradise Found, #1 from Sean Mason. So that seems kind of an interesting book there.
Yeah.
An ice hot science fiction adventure and sequel to the season 24 Doctor Who adventure from the world of Doctor Who. So that's interesting.
If you're a Doctor Who fan.
If you're a Whovian. And then Quest Aside, #1, of course. We talked about that again.
Well, yeah. You guys need to go to your local LCS, local comic book shops. Local LCS is redundant. And check out their free comic book day offerings because it should be cool. I wish that I could do the tour again, but I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to make it out this time. But
Yeah.
I do enjoy it. So we wish you
Absolutely.
a wonderful new comic book day.
Now, apparently, Soulfire was always big with Aspen Comics, Drew, and they are re-releasing the 2003 Aspen Comics debut of Soulfire for $1.99. Michael Turner and Jeff Loeb while writing that.
Oh, cool.
So a nice little re-release there for only $1.99. And it's got a really cool cover B that's kind of a chromium cover. I very much like that.
Okay.
I don't know the price on that, so I don't know how much I like it.
That's all I had.
Yeah, all right. So, Drew, this is the part of the podcast where I ask for your pick of the week. What's your book that you gotta have, you gotta put in a bag and a board and make sure you keep, because it's going to go up in price. It'll be the next Feb
Were you going to go Twig?
Yes.
You're going to go Twig. Okay, I'll go Metal Society then. Zach Kaplan and Guillermo Balbi.
Very cool. Yeah, Twig was the one that jumped out the most for me, that I was like, oh yeah, I'm actually quite interested in this. So,
You're doing
if not, grab yourself an Obi-Wan or some other stuff and you'll be fine.
I'm assuming you're doing cover A?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Yep. All right, I want to thank you guys for tagging along with Drew and myself as we slog congested through the sneak peek at next week and all that fun stuff. Hopefully, we will be back to our old selves next week, so we appreciate that. We thank you guys for dragging along with us. For Drew and for myself,
Achoo.
Achoo.
Our LCS is Cowabunga Comics out of Oconomowoc, Wisconsin, and their mail order company, Deep Discount Comics. And we went there, and we were actually invoice number 00001. We were the very first their very first customer, which was kind of cool. They've been nothing short of fantastic, customer service wise. Discounts, they were very close, if not the same or better than DCBS on a lot of things. Over and above. Customer service wise, always taking care of us, going the extra mile, so responsive, getting instantaneous responses back to questions about things, and to the point where knowing the stuff you like and anticipating your needs and having it suggested that you might want to add this to your order already before you even have to think about it. That's kind of cool. Really quality experience. So we love working with Cowabunga and Deep Discount, and that's why they're in our show notes every single episode, and have been for hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of episodes. That we leave them there because we like them. They're cool, good people. That's why they're in there. By God, they'd tell you to, if you've got a local comic book shop that you love, stay with them, because everybody needs to support their local comic shops. But if you're looking, check them out. You can check them out in the show notes. There's plenty of ways to get a hold of them. Either get on their list, just so you can check and see what kind of FOC and pre-order stuff they have and the discounts, and they'll send it to you each month, get you on that email list. And you can check out their shop, because they have a great shop of exclusive Cowabunga variants. Amazing stuff. Yes, they've always been there for us, and we take them for granted. So there you go. Now you know.